I'm an artist that's learning game dev from scratch to develop my dream sci-fi and food-themed RPG, and this is my team. Hi guys, we're Lamelli Studios, emerging game developers creating our first game. Taking inspiration from games like Undertale, Pokemon, Paper Mario, and shows like Steven Universe and The Owl House, our game is a story-rich RPG where you play as two food girls and risk your lives to save the galaxy from a mold invasion, but with a twist. We've been developing for about a year, have a free playable demo, and now we want to share our game dev journey with you while we expand our game. So if you're interested in fantasy lore-filled worlds, pixel graphics, and turn-based combat, stay tuned. Day 1 of creating an RPG as an artist learning game dev. Today we want to start overhauling our battle system. In our game, you play as takoyaki and tempura and you have to fight mold. In most turn-based combat, you generally fight to the death. Battles in our game are a little different. Mold people used to be food, and in Foodomina, you are given the ultimate choice to either eradicate mold kind or maybe help them. If you choose to act, mold might give you a hint as to what food group they used to be a part of in the form of food puns, and some can be really cheesy. We want our battles to be silly and creative like Undertale and Amori, so if you have any funny battle ideas, let us know and we might just add it. Day 2 of creating an RPG as an artist learning game dev. Yesterday we decided to start overhauling our battle system to make it feel fresh. Our battles are inspired by Undertale and Amori interface, with bullet hell gameplay where you have to dodge mold spores to not get infected, but we want to add more. We've brainstormed together as a team on what features we want to add and decided on 3 core ideas. More bullet hell patterns with the ability to shoot like Geometry Dash, more mold types and unique silly interactions, and battle minigames inspired by Among Us and Mario Party. For those of you who have played games with turn-based combat, what parts do you love and hate about it? We'd love to know your ideas so we can tailor our mold battling experience. Day 3 of creating an RPG as an artist learning game dev. So far we've done a lot of brainstorming on what new we can bring to our battle system, but what's more new than new items to use in combat? We've done some concepts on types of sci-fi bullets you as the player can use as self-defense against mold spore attacks in our RPG, and decided on a few types. Bouncy bullets that bounce off of surfaces and walls that can hit other threats, triple bullets that shoot 3 smaller bullets at a time, and bomb bullets which are much slower but have a small radius of damage. Out of these 3, which would you be most likely to use to avoid getting infected by mold? Comment below. Day 4 of creating an RPG as an artist learning game dev. Today I spent more time with my music composer to narrow down the creative vision of our soundtrack and character motifs. Our musical style is inspired by the works of Toby Fox with Undertale and Deltarune, Steven Universe, as well as the Japanese city pop genre. As a sci-fi RPG, our game's musical style is hybrid, modernized 8-bit, with themes of whimsy and melancholy, or sometimes goofy, high energy and upbeat. We're also creating an expanded space lo-fi track for our game, so let us know if you'd like to hear more of our game's music. Day 5 of creating an RPG as an artist learning game dev. Today we're designing new enemies for our turn-based combat. For context, you play as food girls and you have to battle mold people. The mold species in our game follows a set of rules for how they can look and develop, and a lot of the designs are inspired by how mold cells actually grow and spread. Some have deformed arms, multiple limbs, eyes, some look cute and a little more scary. If you have any suggestions on how to make our enemies look more unhinged, goofy, scary, and overall unique, let us know in the comments below. Your ideas can really spark some inspiration. Day 6 of creating an RPG as an artist learning game dev. Today we collated a bunch of feedback surveys from playtesters we've gotten over events and conventions. Surveys are for players who get through our whole demo so they have the opportunity to give us feedback. We put some of the data into readable values to compare the results from different events. And for written feedback, we write all the comments onto an affinity map and color code them. This is all part of our QA and it guides us on what we should prioritize to create the best RPG experience for our community. Do you guys want to see the best and harshest feedback we've gotten? Let us know. Day 7 of creating an RPG as an artist learning game dev. We're designing a new sci-fi potion for players to use in-game and want to know what type of effects you like to use. So far we have a pink potion that gives you defense during turn-based combat, a green potion that cures you from any poison effects, and here are some concepts for a blue potion. What type of effects come to mind when you see this, and which design is your favourite? Comment below and we might just add the most popular idea. And before any of you say speed effect, coffee in our game already gives you a speed boost in battles and out of battles. Day 8 of making an RPG as an artist learning game dev. Today we had a meeting to plan the structure of our project management for department tasks. We also did a review of our asset management. Having bi-monthly reviews of our management structure and its efficiency can really help us exchange feedback as a team on how we can improve our systems to cater to everyone's unique work habits and be the most productive. Also, did anyone spot our favourite gremlin Zygo in the footage? Let us know if you did. Day 9 of making an RPG as an artist learning game dev. So today we worked on a paper prototype of a battles-only mode we're thinking of having alongside our story-rich RPG. It's for people looking just to play some fun battles with our enemies. It's also ideal for game conventions where it might be too loud for someone to sit through a story and they might get bored. We started by making a rough storyboard of our battle overhaul to figure out where we wanted to introduce each new battle feature and alter the dialogue. We're looking at having a rotation of 9 enemies and hopefully a boss battle. And then our music composer had a nap. Stay tuned. Day 10 of making an RPG as an artist learning game dev. We made it to day 10, guys. Today my programmer and I started rapid prototyping a new feature we're adding to our battle system. When it's an enemy's turn to fight, they attack you with mold spores and you have to dodge them to not get infected. But that can get boring, so we're adding the ability to use your ray gun and shoot the spores coming at you. And don't worry, pacifists, spore attacks aren't actually part of the enemy's health. For those that want a less violent route and want to help the infected mold people, you can still protect yourself. Let us know if you want to see more of this feature